City Morning Show.
Muy buenos días todos, bienvenidos al Sugar City Morning Show. Son exactamente las 7:04 y para recordarles de que hoy es el 20 de junio. Good morning and welcome to today's edition of the Sugar City Morning Show for today, the Wednesday, the 20th of June. And it is exactly 4 minutes after 7 o'clock. It is a pleasure to greet you and welcome you this morning. Un gran gusto, un gran placer. Compañeros, estamos transmitiendo en vivo desde Nortevisión, Canal 10, aquí en Trial Farm, justo en las afueras del pueblo. Estamos ubicados en la calle San Lorenzo, justo enfrente de ITVET y muy cerca de Bishop Martin High School. Muchas personas nos preguntan, bueno, ¿y dónde trabajas, Manuel? ¿Dónde está la estación de televisión? Bueno, en primer lugar me extraña que no sepan, pero para esas personas que aún no saben, estamos aquí en San Lorenzo Road, justo enfrente de ITVET. Vas a poder identificar fácilmente la torre bien alta de donde estamos transmitiendo. Estamos transmitiendo para el país de Belice y tenemos arreglos con distintas compañías proveedores de señal de cable y nos ven por todo el país. Aquí en Orange Rock nos puedes ver en canal 6060 a través de la compañía Center. También tenemos arreglos con compañías en el oeste y en el sur que permite que nuestra señal se vea ahí también. En Corozal igualmente. Muy buenos días todos. También nuestra señal se ve en el Benque y también en San Pedro. ¿Qué tal? Muy buenos días todos. Como siempre empezamos y continuamos nuestro programa, con nuestra oración. Y lo hemos estado haciendo por ya casi 3 años y medio. Y obviamente la vida es para aprender. Y muchas veces hacemos los mismos errores una y otra vez y otra vez y otra vez. Pero la vida nos enseña de que no podemos continuar así. Así que el propósito de la vida, en mi punto de vista, es a través de nuestra conciencia lograr mejorarnos. Eso es el propósito de la vida. Y si es que vivimos esas vidas sin mejorarnos, entonces mejor no vivimos. Porque entonces no cumplimos con el propósito, no cumplimos con el orden de la vida, no cumplimos con la razón por la cual estamos aquí. Y estamos aquí para mejorarnos como personas y para tratar de hacer lo mejor con lo que Dios nos ha dado. Pero ante todo, tenemos que reconocer que hay un Dios, un poder superior que es mucho más fuerte pero muchísimo más fuerte que cualquiera de nosotros. Siempre te digo, no le tienes que poner cara al inicio si es que no tienes fe. Simplemente tienes que reconocer, de que hay un creador para todo esto. Si es que muchas veces te has puesto a pensar de que, bueno, ¿y cómo vino la tierra? ¿Cómo se formó todo esto? ¿Y por qué estamos aquí? Te puedo casi garantizar de que tendrás muchas preguntas. Algunas de ellas vas a poder contestar, algunas de ellas no vas a poder contestar. Entonces tienes que buscar tu fe y aceptar ciertas cosas simplemente las tenemos que creer. Y eso nos va a fomentar nuestra fe y también al mismo tiempo nos va a dar felicidad y paz. Porque ya luego entonces de creerlo tal y como es, simplemente ya no haces las preguntas y dices, Dios mío, gracias por todo. Y eso es una evolución. Cuando llegas a ese punto dices, tiene que haber un Dios. Padre, te doy las gracias por todo lo que haces por mí. Padre, te doy las gracias por todo, la vida, la salud, las fuerzas. Te doy las gracias por tu paciencia, por tu misericordia, por tu gracia, por tu perdón, por todo lo que haces por nosotros, a través de ese amor incondicional que tienes para con nosotros. Es mi fe que tú me amas intensamente y que tú haces todo por mi bien. Y que aunque sucedan muchas cosas que no me gustan, aún entonces, es por mi bien. Y esto me dice que no debo de renegar cuando pasan ciertas cosas, simplemente aceptarlo tal y como sucedió. Y tratar de mejorar para que la próxima vez no salga así. Gracias por eso, Padre. Gracias por darnos lo que es la conciencia para poder, con la capacidad de poder discernir el bien y el mal. Gracias por esto, Padre. El sentido de moralidad de nuestras vidas. Te lo agradezco fuertemente, Padre. ¿Tú nos amas? Gracias por ese amor. Te pido, Padre, siempre. Tú nos dices, pide y lo recibirás. Yo te pido que ayudes siempre a las personas que más lo necesitan. A los enfermos en los hospitales, a los que están en las cárceles, a los que están sufriendo de una forma emocionalmente, espiritualmente y físicamente. Los niños desamparados, aquellas personas llenos de remordimiento, aquellas personas que no les buscan sentido, no buscan sentido a la vida. Guíalos, Padre. Aquellas personas que viven su vida en completo caos, sin importarles el resultado de sus acciones, lastimando a otras personas simplemente porque les da la bendita gana. Permítanos, Padre, reconocer esas acciones y decir, no puedo continuar siendo así. Tengo que ser más considerado a los demás, más humildes. Pero qué difícil es bastantes veces ser humilde en su sentido correcto. Permítanos, Padre, poder ser menos soberbios y arrogantes, pensando que sabemos todo del mundo y que no hay nadie como nosotros. Salir de ese tipo de egoísmo, que es lo que nos mata. Y ser más humildes y hacer tu voluntad, Padre. Que tengamos un bonito día hoy lleno de éxito, que podamos ayudar al prójimo, amar al prójimo, como nos amamos nosotros mismos y a ti, Padre. Te bendecimos, te glorificamos, bendecimos tu nombre siempre. Amén. Compañeros, hoy es el 20 de junio, si nos acabas de sintonizar, muy buenos días, bienvenidos al show. Si es que estás celebrando aniversarios o si hoy es tu cumpleaños, que la pases muy bien. Muchas felicidades. Quiero enviar saludos a toda la gente de San José, San Pablo, que ayer por la tarde me pararon y me dijeron, ¿sabes qué? Mándame los saludos a la gente de San José, San Pablo. Pues aquí les va. Un saludo a todos las personas que viven en San José, San Pablo. Hoy por la mañana que la pasen muy bien. También quiero felicitar a las personas que han estado trabajando por las noches. Aquellas personas que se fajan, que no duermen, porque están haciendo un trabajo que se tiene que hacer, pero que alguien lo tiene que hacer. Pero esas personas lo hacen. Los doctores, las enfermeras, los ayudantes en los hospitales, los agentes de migración, los watchmen, agentes de seguridad. Estamos hablando también de los trabajadores de las fábricas, aquellas personas que también se levantan muy temprano, los cañeros, y también a todas las personas que han estado laborando, que no mencioné, pero desde muy temprano o quizás todavía no han ido a dormir y que ahora se van a ir a dormir. Muy buenos días todos, ojalá y puedan descansar todos muy bien. Quiero a este punto agradecer a nuestros patrocinadores. Estamos hablando de Belize Marketing and Development Corporation, Telemedia, Gillette's Meat Shop, German Vega and Sons Imports Limited, Dano Milk, that's St. Anthony's Trading Center, A&R Stores, Vega Imports, Government of Belize Press Office, Vega Distributors. Quiero decirles de que hoy vamos a tener invitados a the Belize Tourist Board. Hoy estaremos hablando acerca de beliceños visitando su propio país y los retos que uno se confronta al estar, al querer visitar nuestro propio país. Si te preguntas a tu vecino, ¿has ido a Plasencia? Te va a decir, no. Si le preguntas a tu vecino, a tu vecina si ha ido a Punta Gorda, no, es la respuesta probable. Hoy tendremos a personal del Belize Tourist Board que estará hablando con nosotros sobre el tema y tendremos muy buena discusión. Queremos contar con tu participación porque estoy seguro que tendrás mucho que decir al respecto. Compañeros, son las 7:15, vamos rápidamente a esta pausa y estaremos de vuelta con ustedes tan pronto estos anuncios.
Everybody wants a clean and healthy family. That's why they purchase the best food products and the cleansing materials. This time, we give you a bigger size of La Costeña products like the mouth-watering fried beans and the pasta sauce. And surely for your clean laundry, we have the breathtaking aroma of Ensueño Max Suavitel. Even your visitors will ask what you clean your floors and restrooms with. And you can boast it is the variety of Pinol products and Sultan muriatic acid now in 900 milliliters. And much more for the best prices only at German Vega and Sons Imports. We serve you at number 5 San Antonio Road, Orange Walktown. You can even call us at 322-3625 or 322-2672. Or you can even send us a fax at 322-2571 or email us at germanvega@btl.net. German Vega and Sons Limited, because we care for you.
Digicel new all-in-one prepaid bundles. For only $6, you'll receive 500 megabytes of LTE data, 60 minutes of talk, and 150 texts.
No, man. That can't
For $13,
correct.
receive an insane 1,200 megabytes of LTE data, 75 minutes of talk time, and
I've always
600
wanted a bundle
texts.
like that. I can't believe it.
Boy, I can't believe them bundles either. What?
You better believe it. Digicel's got everything you want, everything you need, all in one. With Digicel's new all-in-one prepaid bundles, you get no data, more talk, and lots of text. Small, medium, and large packages, saving you as much as $80. Dial star 100 to activate, or use the DigiGo app. Digicel's new all-in-one prepaid bundles. Everything you need and more. The bigger, better network. Digicel.
Buster. They see you and know you're living. Always a star. Yes, you live in color to the limit. Large and in charge. Yes, that's why you rock with Buster. Fresh in range, a colorful flavors. Always a star, never the audience. You run things never run yours. Yes, you are the life of it, not just a part of it. Your life is never black and white. Live in full color. Buster.
Freshly extracted local honey, perfect for today's dessert. And these locally produced onions, they are just the right size for my popular onion rings and hamburgers. And these cuts of sheep lamb, also grown locally, are just perfect for my succulent barbecue. When I think about my family's health, I buy local products first. After all, they are fresh and healthier. And if you do the same, you're shaping a brighter future for your community, your family, and yourself, as local spending circles back to you. Remember, when you buy local products, you are building a better Belize. This message is proudly sponsored by the Food and Agriculture Organization, European Union, Ministry of Agriculture, and Belize Marketing and Development Corporation.
When it comes to running my business, I have to ensure that my office is always connected and that my service is the best. This is exactly what I need from my internet provider at my home also. That's why I chose Diginet. It's fast, reliable, and most importantly, it's affordable. With Diginet, I get a reliable connection plus 6 gigabytes free mobile data each month to use while I'm on the go, all for just $99. This is big savings for me. Diginet gives me the edge I need to take my business to the next level, right from home. Visit your nearest BTL office to find out more about Diginet and how you can save, just like me.
Now available in Placencia and Belamas phases 1 to 4. Coming soon to Benque and Corozal.
Everyone needs a getaway. Why not make it in your own backyard? Learn the history of your old capital. Or venture out on a road trip to experience the village life and be captivated by nature's wildlife, culture, and food. Belize, where you can discover how to be a Belizean traveler.
Get yours now. Remember, the 2018 BTL Telephone Directory is available. Get a copy of this informative and visually fascinating publication, available in regular and mini size. The cellular, residential, and yellow page listings make searching for whatever you may need quite easy and convenient. Get a free copy available at any BTL office countrywide. You can also take the directory with you wherever you go. Simply download the free Find Yellow Belize mobile app from the Android Play or Apple Store today. Log on to findyellow.com for more information. The 2018 BTL Telephone Directory. Get yours now.
Give me the real milk, the number one milk, Dano milk, then love Dano milk. You can rip its cream, for Dano milk it is real, yes, Dano milk, then love Dano milk. All over Cayo and in San Pedro, Dano milk, then love Dano milk. Dano milk in the morning, Dano milk in the evening, Dano milk. Give me Dano milk. Up north in Corozal, supermarket and them all. Dano milk, then love Dano milk. All over this land and in Belmopan, yes, Dano milk. Give me Dano milk. Say in Dangriga, down south in Fiji, Dano milk, then love Dano milk. You can hear this talk, cause it's in Orange Walk, yeah, Dano milk. I love Dano milk. Dano milk powder, probably the best milk powder in the world. Dano.
Welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show. Bienvenidos de vuelta, compañeros. Las 7:23. It's always a pleasure to say good morning and welcome to my good friend Robert Checky Usher. Un gran gusto siempre saludarte.
Morning, Pa.
Checky, ¿cómo estás?
Why? Good. Thank God. How you?
I'm quite well, thank
All
you.
right, that's good to know. That Wednesday, Pa?
Wednesday, 20th of, you know, I can recall, as if it was last week when we were saying, ya mero viene junio. We were still in the month of May.
Yep.
Already within 10 days, we will be finishing the month of June.
And we are starting the re-registration.
Re-registration, yes. I got that the re-registration is going to, they will be utilizing Louisiana School.
Right.
But we wanted to hold on to that information until personnel come from the registration, from the Elections and Boundaries Commission to talk to us more about that firsthand. But they have not received the go-ahead to come.
Yeah.
So
I believe we should go and see them again today.
Yeah, we should go and see them again today and invite them to come in because they have a responsibility to inform the people.
And July,
the time is drawing so near. By within 2 weeks, and less than 2 weeks. Within 11 days, we're smack in the month of July, and we need to begin. People will already be able to begin the process of registering again. And also, we would like to, obviously, everything has to fall in place for the referendum and for the village council elections and for eventual elections down the road.
That's right. So we will go and visit them today again and see what's their position. But Emmanuel, a story that is coming in right now that is very disturbing is the from this gentleman in San Narciso. We understand that. Well, we know it's all over the different networks that a person from San Narciso is missing. That happened since over the weekend. I understand that a ransom of $1 million is being asked for the family to deliver $1 million, and we hear that the number is a Mexican number that are calling them to deliver this $1 million. That's the ransom that they're asking for.
No, this is the moment that we had not been waiting on. I always used to say, I've always said, mind you, that the day when these things begin to happen is the day when we begin to get proof that the mafia, Mexican mafia, is extending and stretching its claws into Belize.
Yep.
And now, when this thing happens, if it is true, and I have no reason to believe that it is not so, then we are now beginning to see a new phase in our lives when we have to live even more in fear, because these people are, what you call it, merciless. Yes, that's the right word. And they do things that and injure you and kill you in ways that I had never, ever heard of before. So I'm asking people to please begin to be very careful.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to alarm anybody, just to be careful.
Yeah, we understand.
We're hoping that this case can be resolved. Any
I'm trying to see if I can get some information. We understand the man, they carry the man for the key and field. And then they still, when they got the tractor was still
Are we privileged to give the name?
I'm trying to get the information right now. Yeah, we will get the name because it has been released.
On the news.
Yeah, it has been on the news. The name and the picture, and then after that one time we finish that pipe. If we have enough time, then we are touched the one with the little girl from San Pedro, 'cause that is a very disturbing story. Well, here we have it, Pa. That's the story right there.
Abducted man's family in panic. We are going to be treating the subject because it's very important. It's something that is happening here in the north. The family of San Narciso businessman Homero Campos is in a state of panic. The 43-year-old businessman has still not returned home after going missing from his farm on Sunday afternoon. When police went there, they only found his tractor in the middle of a field with the key still in it. The family says they have received calls from a Mexican number on Sunday, reportedly demanding $1 million ransom in exchange for his release. His family home in the community was quiet as family gathered to support each other during the difficult moments. Police were present at the Campos home, offering protection and support to the family as they went through the ordeal. The cops are also canvassing the community for information. There is information that the family was hoping to do an exchange to get their loved one back this afternoon, but all indications are that this was not successful for reasons unknown. That reference for this afternoon was obviously yesterday afternoon.
Yeah.
Okay, so without like I said, we don't know the reasons. But generally in this kind of situation, I think that the police needs, and not only the police, but all the what is it called? The Interpol needs people need to be involved because it becomes a transnational issue.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, you're right.
It's Mexican, supposed Mexican people who are holding this man ransom and demanding money, huge amount of money. What if you don't have $1 million? That means that you will lose your family member. And even if a life does not have, you cannot put a price on any life.
Yeah.
So you are willing to go through the maximum to be able to get that person
Sell
back
out
in
your
your
property.
life. You sell
lose
out your
it.
property, you do all sorts of things.
Yeah. I understand that yesterday up to the deadline, which was, I think it was midday or 1 o'clock, they only have had the opportunity to get it up to $50,000, which is nowhere from $1 million, Emmanuel.
Then the question is, why was he targeted?
Yeah, that is the
Was
next
it
thing.
under a presumption that the man was extremely wealthy and that his family would quickly chin up the $1 million? Or can it be that perhaps he is wealthy and that his family does not have access to the money?
Maybe. Or it could be that just people they hustle. And don't
Or
run
can it
things.
be just a bogus thing where it could be a group of maleantes using the cover-up of a Mexican phone number, demanding money from the family. Not really. My point here is not that the group may not necessarily be a mafia-associated group, but a group of people who are just trying to take advantage of the situation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Something that I'm just hoping that it's not the big mafia people who are already stretching their marks
across the border.
Across the border.
Yeah. Y la cosa es que Emmanuel en San Narciso es una aldea muy grande también, ¿no? Y nosotros no estamos escuchando qué cosas malas están saliendo de San Narciso. Entonces no sabemos si esa gente está en algo con esos mexicanos o qué está pasando, porque no estamos escuchando nada que está saliendo de...
Y la pregunta es correcto. La pregunta es, ¿desde cuándo es de que él no se ha reportado a su casa? ¿Desde cuándo?
Yo creo que ese fue el sábado.
El sábado.
El
Hoy
domingo,
estamos miércoles. Ya me imagino que y yo le insto a las autoridades de que se avienten a hacer algo sobre esto, porque en realidad, puchica, es una vida, ¿no? Una vida de alguien, de un beliceño, ¿ok? Y me imagino de que estarán trabajando ahorita tratando de resolver este caso, pero si es que alguien sabe algo de información, si es que escuchaste algo, viste algo que es sospechoso, te pido por favor compartir esa información con las autoridades. No sabes si quizás tú o tu familiar pudiera ser en el futuro una víctima de igual forma. Así que esto es el comienzo de, como dije hace un momento, algo que nunca quise que llegara aquí a Belice, pero ahora estamos viendo el comienzo de este tipo de cosas. Terroristas en un país tratando de recaudar fondos para sus propia actividad, tratando de buscar dinero, cómo pelear su propia causa en México. Pues si fuera una buena causa, bueno, aún así no podría haber justificación para hacer ese tipo de cosas, pero estamos hablando de maleantes, estamos hablando de gente que les vale a quien lastiman. Y eso es el punto, compañeros, eso es justamente el punto, que hemos visto por la película, por la televisión, como a las familias ricas les toman el esposo, la esposa o el hijo o el más querido, y entonces les mandan una nota diciendo tienes que pagar tanto dinero. Y ya luego entonces, si no, pues... Pero esto no se había visto en Belice anteriormente. Entonces, este es el comienzo de algo muy peligroso. Y ojalá le estamos pidiendo que las autoridades y el gobierno hagan algo rápidamente para tratar de asentar este tipo de situaciones.
Pero como tú mencionaste del Interpol, Emmanuel, ellos tienen acceso a los compañías de teléfono, así que puede hacer chequear esos números que está llamando de México.
Me imagino que todo eso lo estarán haciendo ahora.
Okay.
Me imagino que sí.
Yeah.
Pero tiene que haber una cantidad de
actividad,
de logística en el lugar, porque y mucha gente se preguntaba, ¿y por qué tengo que ir a registrar mi teléfono?
Por esas mismas razones.
Gracias por esas mismas razones.
Yeah.
Para que se sepa que ese teléfono tal y tal y tal y tal le pertenece a tal persona.
Right.
Porque si no hay registro, si no hay un registro de todos los usuarios de los teléfonos, pues ¿cómo en la vida vas a encontrar quién es el dueño de ese teléfono? Si fue lo compró así clandestinamente, y nunca lo ha usado o no lo está usando y nadie sabe el número, ¿cómo vas a llegar a saber quién es esa persona que puso la llamada a través de ese teléfono? Es virtualmente imposible.
Y hay unas gentes que venden sus teléfonos con su chip también, y ese no está bueno.
Exactamente.
Ese no está bueno.
Y lo venden con el chip y ya luego entonces, bueno, no sé del caso ahí, pero le estaremos dando seguimiento a esto, compañeros, con mucho detenimiento, y estaremos informándoles cómo vaya sucediendo más. Pero por favor, les pido de nuevo, si saben algo, compártanlo con la policía, porque es muy importante que le demos clausura a esto y le pongamos fin a esto desde el inicio, porque lo importante es de que si tienen éxito los terroristas, entonces eso los anima de poder querer hacerlo de nuevo.
Right.
Ya luego entonces van a andar buscando, bueno, ¿y a quién podemos llevar?
Yeah.
¿A quién le podemos? ¿Qué otra familia nos puede dar dinero?
Pueden decir que en Belice está fácil para hacerlo, vamos a hacerlo.
Exacto. Ya me leíste exactamente mi punto. Así que desde el muy primer instante hay que pararlos, hay que detenerlos.
Yep.
Porque esto no puede continuar. Si no, ya luego entonces vamos a estar como países como El Salvador y Guatemala y otros, cuando la gente vive en miedo, en pavor, y tienen sus cercos de 10 pies de alto con seguridad, cámaras y todo, y 1000 perros. Y muchas veces, aún con todo eso, siempre les llegan a tomar a la persona y tienen que pagar mucho dinero para poder rescatar a esta persona. Es algo que sucede en otros países muy comúnmente, pero nosotros aquí en Belice hemos estado muy bendecidos de no tener ese tipo de actividad. Así que tratemos de buscar formas para terminar con esto. Si le pido de nuevo, si es que sabes algo de esto, por favor comparte la información. Tiene que ser de que esto alguien vio, alguien sabe, pero no está abriendo su boca por miedo.
Y ese es peligroso.
Y eso es peligroso porque te haces daño tú y al resto del país.
So we have to pray for Mr. Homero Campos y la familia y toda la gente en San Narciso también, because when things are happening in our community, Emmanuel, everybody feels it, right? Everybody is affected, so.
Me pregunto si será familia del Dr. Ángel Campos.
Well, we hope that will come to an end that is not a disappointing one. And since we are in the month of June, and June nearly finished, the hurricane season start, and we must check in with the Belize Met Service back at the weather funny and very, very funny.
That's right.
Así que
y algo que debo de compartir.
Así que no sabemos si va a llover hoy o cómo está.
Algo debo de compartir. Hago un esfuerzo de tratar de explicar el reporte del tiempo y las condiciones actuales. Últimamente no lo están haciendo por falta de información.
For Wednesday, we not really
pero lo importante es, compañeros, que ayer cuando fui a la tortillería a comprar, me preguntaron si es que había un huracán, porque hubo una persona que entró a la tortillería y dice que ahorita se va a ir a lavar, se va a ir a hacer ciertas cositas porque llega el huracán. Y
está preparando.
Y se está preparando. Pues yo no sé qué canal de televisión vio o qué información consiguió, pero los huracanes que están activos ahora están en el Pacífico, al otro lado, y esos huracanes no nos afectan a nosotros, porque los huracanes nacen en el este y tienen una trayectoria de norte y oeste. ¿Ok? Porque recuerden de que un huracán, simplemente la razón por su existencia es tratar de neutralizar o igualar la presión atmosférica tanto en el área del Ecuador y el área de los polos, del polo norte o el polo sur. Entonces, por fuerza y por la forma que la Tierra circula, pues vienen del este al oeste, y también por razones que son llevados por sistemas de alta presión y simplemente corren en las franjas del sistema de alta presión. Bueno, esa es una explicación. No quiero entrar más ahí porque luego es complicado. Pero, vamos a dejarlo ahí. Pero los huracanes que están en el Océano Pacífico no nos afectan. Solo nos afectan los que están en el Caribe y en el Océano Atlántico, que eventualmente entrarían en el Caribe y luego entonces nos afectarían.
Yeah, I'm trying to pull up the report, Pa, but it's giving me the one from yesterday, so I just restart my phone and see if we will have it. But
maybe they have not
updated
their forecast, but
I was glad to see and happy to see what happened. I'm not sure if they're in Florida, but some part of the states, they had a leak in a storm or something. So people at a shop, they raise up the price of some of the goods. So people at gas station, they raise up the price, but you know what? They catch them per camera and people complain and they go back and they catch them, they charge them big money.
Oh, I'm glad for that.
They charge them big money,
I'm glad for
and
that.
the people, they get back the money too. When they raise them price, if they may pay like $20 or $30 more sick of the increase, then get it back and they charge them too.
Price gouging, it's a common practice even here in Belize. They tell me that sometimes plywood go up plenty.
Yes, at least by $20 more, $30. So especially when they say they only got 40 more. The price go up and people rush and people they buy. That chance.
But eso es falta de escrúpulos. Tú puedes justificarte y decir, esto es negocio, y el negocio, the sky is the limit, pero al final del día, siempre sigue siendo falta de escrúpulos. No importa cómo lo pongas. No importa cómo lo pongas. It's lack of scruples. Y ese tipo de cosas no debe de suceder. No debe de suceder.
The whole color price what?
Gouging.
Gouging.
Gouging. G-O-U-G-I-N.
Okay, price gouging. Well, that is the same word they use, and they charge them people. But one man had to pay back $17,000 plus.
Wow.
Yes, 17,000 plus.
Wow.
And he said he never knew that the people on the working at the shop they care of the price.
Oh, crap. Oh, Christ. ¿Ves cómo somos? ¿Ves cómo somos? Tratando de apuntar el dedo a alguien más, porque yo no tengo la culpa.
Para you collect the money.
¿Ves cómo somos?
Yeah.
¿Ves cómo somos? Pero, compañeros, estamos en espera de nuestros invitados y estarán llegando cualquier momento.
Yeah, so.
¿No llegarán?
Yeah. Yep, all right. So, we have a condolence that we need to send here to a family there in Sarteneja, Emmanuel.
Oh, we'd like to extend condolences to the family. Quiero enviar un sincero pésame de parte de todos aquí, Nortevisión Canal 10, a la familia Cruz en Sarteneja, porque falleció la señora Cruz, es la mamá del señor Emil Cruz. Ella, bueno, estaremos informándoles acerca de los arreglos fúnebres, funeral, etcétera, etcétera. Esta información nos acaba de llegar. Que descanse en paz la señora. Les estaremos, no sabemos mucho de esto, pero nos acaba de llegar la información y pues aquí enviándoles nuestro más sincero pésame a toda la familia, a todas las amistades de la familia, porque muchas veces en ese tipo de aldea, aunque no seas familia, eres familia.
Yeah, so we want to send condolences to the Cruz family, especially to Mr. Emir Cruz and family, you know, a personal friend, a Morris friend, all our friend right there, no? So they send out that condolence. Mr. Cruz is a friend of Orange Walk. A lot of people know Mr. Cruz, no? And his wife, Sandra, that works there at BEL. So we want to send out our condolences, and this happened in Sarteneja. I believe Mr. Cruz is from Sarteneja, no? Yeah, so our condolences go out to Mr. Cruz and his family and all the other family members of the lady that passed away. All right, Pa, I think...
we should go on a break. It's exactly 12 minutes before 8 o'clock. We have a compromiso, a commitment with our sponsors, so we'll take a break, but we'll be right back with you.
Girls, be quiet. Just give me a minute.
Hey, Miss Michelle. Kids giving you trouble again?
Yes, they're making me crazy. Plus, the internet isn't working.
I know what you mean. We had internet issues too. Then we signed up for DigiNet. Best decision ever.
DigiNet?
Yep. It's VTL's new fiber optic internet for your home that they are rolling out countrywide. Now, it's just awesome internet all the time. Plus, my parents have the ultimate bundle, which comes with a free mobile postpaid plan and a free unlimited home phone.
Did you say free?
Yes, I did. And for a businessman like you, you can bundle and get 6 gigabytes free mobile data every month. My dad loves it because it saves him a lot of money.
See?
Yep. Plan starts at $69, so you can stop stealing Miss Michelle's Wi-Fi now.
Not true, miss. Not true, miss.
But hey, what do I know? I'm just a kid. Head over to VTL and see for yourself.
Lucky for you, that's what I like. That's what I like. Lucky for you, that's what I like. That's what I like.
Now available in Placente and Delamas phases 1 to 4. Coming soon to Benque and Corozal.
6 cylinders to pure potential and better performance.
It looks like it vibrates. You think it could be the horsepower?
With a quart of oil and the calibration of the injectors, it will start to get the washers again on the street.
We take a motor to its optimal level. We speak machine, Rush France, making the world function. Authorized agent, German Vega & Sons. Telephone number 322-3625. Email germanvega@btl.net.
The sunny days are here, and whether it's for a picnic or in your kitchen, you need the meat. Gillette's Meat Shop proudly offers a variety of juicy cuts such as processed meats, ham, bacon, salami, longanisa, and sugar cure ham, just to mention a few. Enjoy our meats in beef, pork, and mutton. So for that healthy cut your family enjoys, visit us at number 18 San Antonio Road in Orange Walk from Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. and 1:30 p.m. to 6 p.m. Saturdays, 7 a.m. to 12:30 and 3 to 5 p.m. Sundays, 8 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Place your orders at 322-3486 or 322-2175 or even 610-4061. Send us an email at derekgillett31@gmail.com. Gillette's Meat Shop, fresh and processed meats.
Ay, qué rico. Greetings, esteemed members, owners of La Immaculata Credit Union Limited. It gives us great pleasure to announce that Liku will be holding its 69th annual general meeting on Sunday, July 1st, 2018. The meeting will be held at 9 a.m. at the Muffles High School Auditorium located on San Andres Street in Orange Walk Town. We cordially invite all members owners to join us as we share our financials, developments, and endeavors, including the declaration of dividends for the fiscal year 2017-2018. As always, your presence and active participation at this very important session is of essence. For your valuable input and awareness are necessary as we continue working together to safeguard your interests and sustainably grow your hard-earned investments and returns for the sustainable growth of our credit union. We kindly encourage you to bring along your passbooks and to be on time so as to have the opportunity to win exciting punctuality and attendance prizes. Snacks and refreshments will be served at the end of the business sessions. For your convenience and revision, copies of the minutes of our consolidated 67th and 68th annual general meeting are now available at both our Orange Walk and Belmopan offices. We look forward to having an interactive, fruitful, and informative meeting with you as we move together to greater prosperity and stability. La Immaculata Credit Union Limited, your road to financial prosperity.
Bienvenidos de vuelta, compañeros. Son las 8 menos 8 minutos, 8 minutes before 8 o'clock. Welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show. A while ago, we mentioned that we're going to have some invited guests. Unfortunately, those guests will not be able to be here, at least not at this moment, not today, but they're making arrangements to be here with us at a later date because of some unforeseen circumstance. We apologize, but they will be with us sooner than later.
Yeah. Emmanuel, when we left the show Monday morning, we had a call from San Pedro from a friend. was telling us about the little girl that was accidentally shot in San
That's
Pedro.
exactly right.
So we had the first-hand information on that, but this story goes: a 6-year-old accidentally shot and killed stepfather charged for causing death. The story goes on and say yesterday tragedy hit San Pedro when a 6-year-old Daisy Acevedo was killed by her 9-year-old brother. Continues saying, who accidentally fired his stepfather gun. And last night, the stepfather, Shamir Maivit, has been criminally charged for causing death by careless conduct. Though he was not at home at the time, police say that his careless action allowed his stepson to find his gun and start playing with it around 7:15 a.m. The boy accidentally shot his sister in the neck at their home in the DFC area. She was rushed to the Tongues Clinic, where she died at 7:45 while doctors were trying to stabilize her. Maivit, who just got a license for a Glock 19 pistol last month, was immediately detained. Police briefly considered charging him for manslaughter by negligence, but ultimately decided to cause death by careless conduct. Maivit told police that he had the gun locked in a drawer.
How did the child get it out?
If you lock in our drawer.
How the child got it out?
I don't know if he broke the lock or he may got the key. But if you have something locked in a drawer, you got the key in it, it's still not locked up. I don't say he may lock up. But this is disturbing, Emmanuel. How comes one 9-year-old Lee boy when they play with a gun?
Because they put it, not that they put it in the child's hand, but they are too careless with the gun.
Yeah, they left it right there, way visible.
You know what I mean? It's like if one day I see Morris leaving behind his or anybody leaving behind his ammunition.
Yeah.
You know? I would be the first to grab him by the head and tell him why. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I don't know if this charge are the correct charge, but the police they know that what kind of charge they put, no? Then they know what kind of charge they put. So
he need lashing, he need public flogging.
Yeah.
If you ask me.
Yeah.
How will you leave it in harm's way? So I don't understand. I don't understand. In pretty much the same way that they say that a young boy was, I think it was on the news some time ago, was playing around. Oh, that person was playing around, and accidentally it went off and the pellet gun.
Yeah.
Okay. Right.
But then even if you left it there, you left it empty, you still know if you left it there. But if you left it there, left it empty. But then things are supposed to be visible. You say, how remember how the gun act go, you know? If police they go to the house and they find a gun there and no license for their gun there and lock up everybody. So why you leave your gun unattended? And if you this account to what we understand this person now a tour guide. Alright, so if you going out and you do your work as a tour guide, you can't carry ammunition, I don't know. But then if you have a license ammunition, you're supposed to have it with you, right? And you're not supposed to left it anyway. So suppose if you left it in a vehicle like that and you go across the border, what may happen? And the next second they find it. You may go in the back. You understand? But the thing is, in this case, a child lost her life. And Lee boy must stay traumatized as well for pulling that trigger and killing his little sister.
He must be full of regrets, that man. Remorse. He must be dying of remorse. You know what it is? And all the shoulda me and coulda me and all the whatever conditional statements that he possibly could be uttering.
That still can't solve the problem.
Does that solve the problem?
I wonder if when the people, what are the criteria for make somebody get a license for a gun? if you have to go through all of it. I wonder if all of them read everything with up on the paper. I said,
I'm
no, man,
sure
me
that being
ballet
careful
assign
with
it
the
for me,
gun
man.
is there, but they just don't even read the stuff.
Yeah, and I just go and say, me ballet did the man here sign this for me. You know? And they have me car hear about anything there already. Me ballet did here and get this to me.
On another end, I like to share a story which I think I once shared here on on the show. And this involves the case, and I'm going to be straight up with it. There was a police officer who had a fling with a woman. Yes.
What am I fling?
A fling.
Something to go on.
Yes. Come on. And you must be wondering how I know. Well, it's in the same apartment complex. It turns out that the man was being very abusive to the lady.
He beat the woman?
Yes. You drag it out of my mouth. Yes. They went by my apartment, not inside, but they went by the veranda outside. And I heard noises and I woke up. And I could understand exactly what was happening. I put my light on because it's highly, it's not one of those accepted things that at the place where no matter who, if the policeman or what, to be walking around in the veranda and making noise with a woman or anybody else at that hour. It was about 3 o'clock in the morning. It turns out that they went back into the room, into their room, did whatever they had to do, straight up, sin pelos en la lengua, and then he left. 10 minutes afterwards, there's a loud banging on the door. Bang, 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 bang. The man left behind his loaded pistol.
Oh, damn.
With the woman, in the woman's room.
And them in the fuss. Damn.
And the woman does not want to open the room because she's afraid. She did not know that he had left the gun in the room. And she thought that the man was wanting to go back into the room and continue beating her. So she refused to open. By this time, everybody in the vicinity is already up.
That's so much
with
nice
the loud banging. And the policeman was asked to intervene. She comes around and pleads with the woman, at least we figured that with all that noise that she was awake, but just refused to open the door. And it turns out then that they were asking him, all the policeman, how will you leave your gun just like that? A loaded gun. How can you be careless in leaving your gun in somebody else's bedroom after you've done your thing? Yes. It turns out, ladies and gentlemen, that the chief of police was called in.
What?
Because and he concocted a story. He literally concocted a story to defend himself. And they called in for reinforcements and wanted to break down the door. And policemen came with big rifles like so.
What?
And I go like, but where is the need for that? Just speak to the owner of the place and get the key for the house and
true.
and you know how to deal with these things. But these people came like, very I don't know, like frighten everybody at the place.
What?
And that's what I believe people should be vigilant of. But that's a side story. They did not break down the door. Because I went out and I spoke with the lady and she heard me. I pleaded with her, she understood, and she opened the door. At the same time she opened the door, the two big police officers with big ammunition like this big wanted to rush into the room. And I said, there's no need for that, young man. It's not her fault. She did not want to open the door because that policeman was beating her.
Oh, it was a policeman?
Of course.
Damn.
He's not from Orange Walk.
Okay.
He's from someplace else.
Yep.
Okay? Without having to mention names. But then kind of thing not supposed to happen. You don't leave guns around. You have a gun, you back it with you all the time. Or if you can't have it with you, you lock it in I don't know where, but I've never owned a gun. I've never fired a gun, and I don't want to.
Right, there are serious things. So
you know what I mean? The point is that the policeman lied and concocted a story against the woman because obviously he had to explain why is it that he does not have his gun that has been given to him for his use.
So it's a police gun?
It's a police gun.
What?
But he did not say that he was being
forget it in there.
No, that he was being violent with the woman. He did not say that. And but there are a million ways to skin a cat, man. And you don't have to be violent and broke down door with AK-47s. I'm not telling you that's what it was, but something like that. Man, just find a way.
Just like how you gonna talk to the lady.
Find a way out. Violence only comes from that person who has run out of ideas on how to deal peacefully with that kind of thing. And we managed to do that.
Yeah, but then that man there should have get charged, man, if he left a firearm about the place like that.
Thank you very much. That's where I was leading to. But the thing is that he lied about the whole thing.
And they believe he.
And I guess they believed him.
Yeah. So they must feel like this woman must have thieved this man gun.
And I can't venture to say that was what he said. But why did they want to break into the woman as if she was the one who was guilty?
Well, the police and police,
Yeah.
The police and police.
And when I managed to get to talk to the lady, make open the door, make them try rush in there with big guns and so forth and try to beat up the lady. But she's not the victim. She's not the person who did the wrong. Yes, she was a victim of the other policeman's brutality. But somehow or the other, the truth is lost in between all the grapplings. You understand?
Yes.
The truth is lost someplace. And that's why before you go into any kind of action, you have to think and think well.
Yeah, saying about that, somebody sent a text here. I said, please talk about the growing problem of gangs in Child Farm. Make us see what this continues saying. He said, please talk about the growing problem of gangs in Child Farm. We now see groups of young boys going around with machetes and hanging around certain areas. Just last month, a house was broken into and a rifle stolen. The police need to be proactive and put an end to these illicit groups before we reach the point of having a gang problem in the village. I know about that.
Thank you very much for that. What do you know about that situation?
As a community, we need to come together and help in putting an end to this growing problem. It may seem harmless now, but that's the way it starts. I know them a thief and gun from somebody's house. Yes, they stole a gun. I don't know if they may get it back or the who thief the gun, but I see people may they wrong, the neighbors wrong the area where they may thief the gun. I see a lot of them come together and they want to surround and they may search, and this was around 12 o'clock in the afternoon, not at night. Not at night. And they happen because they have a lot of people that selling thing that Trial Farm right now, you know, and by, you know, some people who live in the area tell me you should have seen the people that go there. You should have seen some of them what kind of suit they got when they go there. What kind of uniform they got on when they go there. So how you gonna stop the problem if there are people in a suit they go there?
Well, I guess that's why we need to have more neighborhood watches.
Yeah, more neighborhood watches. We have to look out for each other's.
We have to have more neighborhood watch, and we also need more community policing. And we also need to have more involvement of the police when it comes to these young men who ride up and down their bicycles along the roads, and any vulnerable person is quickly identified, and they stop and they literally rob the person, and they run and they get on the bicycles and they go along. Okay?
So people afraid for reporting things when it happen to them, pa?
Well, that some of them are afraid, but some of them just don't bother to because they say, I don't get nothing back.
I don't get nothing back, and directly if I go report them, they come after me.
And then the police will come with their little brush and their little fingerprinting techniques, and I wonder if ever any crime has been solved through the fingerprinting here locally. I don't know, but you don't hear nothing about that.
Trial Farm, as good as other villages, they have a lot of business places. Starting from the gas station, coming along, they got the water place. They have a lot of Chinese business about the place. And if they are
not only on the roadside, but on the back streets.
One time they are thinking, remember when they robbed the one in the backyard the other day? When they robbed there and set up on the camera. So, one time there people can't get what they want, then probably you go that way, they start to rob, you know. Yeah.
I'm so sorry to hear that it's coming to that.
You remember what one of them told us one morning when we were going? When him in the smoke, he said, "Why? Tell Mr. Barrow, thanks." He said, "I could smoke this thing any way I want it now. Tell me, take me picture, make Mr. Barrow see it." Right there, he start to develop. From there, he start to develop. Right there. And just do that and then hang out all day. Hang out all day, having nothing to do and all day to do it, and they still not get it done. They get done where they want get done. You know, in regards of the stolen rifle in Trial Farm, yes, it was found. Well, that's good to know.
It was found. Okay.
So we know
there's one less
yes.
piece of ammunition on the streets. But I guess that the policemen know about the situation in Trial Farm and that they are doing something about it.
Yeah.
Hopefully. And I know that Mr. Chi is a no-nonsense man. And I know that he will be on top of this problem very shortly.
Yeah. Pero Trial Farm, como otras aldeas y otras comunidades también, Emmanuel, a veces la gente tiene miedo para hablar. Porque ellos creen que esos mismos gang van a saber que ellos fueron a reportar a la policía. Entonces ellos andan en la calle con miedo.
Es muy cierto, pero si es que al final del día
If your life are in danger.
utilizas el 1-800 tips number, no te van a identificar.
Yeah. Hello, good morning, Sugar City Morning Show.
Good morning, Chucky.
Good morning.
This is Miss Cynthia from Marcus Canoli area.
Oh, good morning, good morning.
Chucky, that was a good program. But what the law need for do, that bring back hanging and lashing. Because too much of the children these days, they not got no manners, no respect. You understand me?
Yes, yes.
So we need to get them stiff and the lap and then.
Yeah, we don't have the problem in the area back there too?
No, I'm not tolerated, Chucky.
Oh, okay. You're not tolerated.
That's fine.
All right, good. Yeah.
All right.
Well, thank you very much.
All right.
Yeah, she said she's not tolerated.
No. What did she say? Bring back what?
Bring back the hanging. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then they said the gun that was found was with the assistance of the neighbors.
Thank you very much, neighbors, whoever you
Yeah,
are.
with the assistance of the neighbors. Así que tenemos vecinos, tenemos que ver uno al otro.
Claro que sí. Y por eso es de que neighborhood watches son tan importantes. Community policing is also very important.
Yeah.
Porque ese tipo de actividad, si tú ves a un grupito de individuos y los ves algo sospechosos, te va a impresionar eso y te vas a quedar a verlos. Vamos a tomar la llamada.
Hello, good morning, Sugar City Morning Show.
Sugar City Morning Show. Yes, good morning. I'm listening to your conversation and it's very interesting.
Okay, dime, mi amigo, dime.
One of the things you have to note, Emmanuel Cheke, is the fact that when they rob people and they jack people and they chance people, sometimes other people see, but nobody wants to fall because they have lost total. In my opinion, they have lost confidence in the justice system. Nobody wants to go witness nothing because later on they come back and they hurt you. And that's a big task for the department to recover. Let me show you, or let me draw an example. Remember that incident over the weekend with the guy in the supermarket?
Yes.
What did the Chinaman do, Emmanuel? Did you see the video?
No, I don't think I saw the video.
Let me tell you what the Chinaman did. The Chinaman took out his phone and called an officer. We don't know who he called. We don't know that the boss from Indra. We don't know that the boss from Belize. We don't know if he called the commission. We don't know who he called.
But he called somebody.
But he called somebody because clearly just dial the number, give the constable, and the constable say, yes, officer. What did they tell you? What had left the community? Emmanuel, do you have the number of an officer?
To be honest, yes.
Huh?
To be honest, yes, I do.
But I'm saying...
But not many people would have that, if that's your point.
And then what the Chinaman was doing was showing his authority, showing his power. Now when the wider community at large see these things, they're like, the first question are like, where let poor people know? You know,
Yeah.
we can't do that.
But
We can't. First thing I tell you, go make a report the station. He
Yeah.
called, but apparently he never got anyway. But to show you how the system set up and these kind of actions is what caused the public to lose confidence in the system, especially when it comes to the assistance in cases and criminal activities. Nobody want to fool that.
Yeah,
I
but
mean, a good discussion this morning.
Call up.
You have to start from the school because
Yeah.
sometimes if you go around credit union around midday and school time, you see these children coming up stop on their bicycles. Don't they teach them in school not to ride up stop on a bike? All of these things, and they know it's up stop, but they make them feel macho like.
Yeah.
And then things get out of hand from the so like what Chicky said earlier, it starts at some point that if you don't catch the problem from the root, when you grow, when the tree bend, your hand will straighten it. department need to do much more when it comes to regaining back that confidence in the people, and have the people regain confidence in them. Thank you.
Carla, but check this out. What happened is, right, since this officer was there and you said that this thing was on Facebook, you don't believe that the intelligence from the police department should have gone to that Chinaman and say, hey, make us see your phone. What are your number? And trace it through the system and see what number he may call, or which officer he call. We give this person orders.
Let's be real, Chicky. You can't make it nobody. If I have the Prime Minister number and I dial it in a situation, you can't do me nothing because that's my phone. No matter if maybe he give me a number.
That's a good point.
The thing is that what the officer, in my view, I could be wrong, the officer could have said, listen to me, what situation that happened here, I can't talk to nobody by your phone. If you don't like what is going on, you can make a report at the station, just like all the second.
Thank you very much. Correct. Thank you very much. That's the correct thing.
What you could have said about who bring no pressure for the officer, if the officer may authorize the police overlook everything and they give up the left the thing, so then we could have said, find out who the police are, where they go out with him. But obviously the police told him, tell him give back the money and make the stuff fight. But my point here, you can't bring no pressure in that sense, you understand? But the point here is the overall sighting, the overall view. Chinaman got money, Chinaman rich, Chinaman is allowed to do what he wants, sell illegal things, express good and check. Up on top, have Mr. Policeman number in the phone, the car should go against you, police are not feel right. That will not look good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Thank you very much, Carla.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Carla touched on very important points there, Manu.
And yes. You see, lo que preguntamos finalmente es, bueno, yo quiero aclarar que yo tengo su número de el superintendente, ¿sí?
Okay.
No lo utilizo de vez en cuando quiero hablar con el superintendente, lo llamo.
Yeah, I think we use it mostly for work purpose,
for
right?
work purposes. Pero la pregunta es, ¿qué tipo de arreglo pudiera tener un negociante con un policía? Tanto así que tan pronto este negociante es confrontado con un problema, rápida llama al policía y el policía entonces trata de asentar el asunto. Que indica de que hay una relación entre el policía y el negociante y una relación de beneficio para el policía, porque finalmente el negociante quizás le está dando algo sin tener que hablar específicamente, le está dando algo al policía. Amistad es amistad, sí, y mucha gente logra conseguir muchas cosas a través de amistad. Pero conociendo el sistema ya en función en Belice, cuando muchas veces nos quedamos con la boca abierta porque no entendemos cómo es de que hay una completa ausencia de principios y de virtudes cuando se está tratando con ciertos asuntos criminales. Con eso me quiero decir, y tengo que hablar así, porque no quiero meter la pata en la boca. Pero te quiero decir de que, puchica, si tu hijo lo encontraron, if your son was found with a gun, an illegal gun, you're going to, just so your son does not go to jail, or stays in jail, you will want to do anything to try to subvert the system. In other words, to try to buy over the police officer for say that he find it. He did not see your son with the gun, and to try to dismantle the whole case against your son.
Yeah, true. That's true.
I know of cases like that happening. I even know of a case where somebody paid an officer some years ago to literally go into the the files and to destroy a file.
Yeah.
And if the file was torn, and when the case was supposed to come up, there is no evidence, there's no file, nothing.
So,
and the officer was paid a couple $1,000.
Yeah, but see with
I
this,
know that as a fact.
See with the one we have in Corozal, man, with the specimen with the urine test.
Thank you very much.
You understand?
Thank you very much. Y como esos, hay muchos casos cuando la policía, algunos miembros de la policía, porque tenemos que ser muy específicos. Some members of the police lend themselves to being bought over. Yeah. And that, I hold high respect for some police officers. High respect for them. Okay? And I'll be very honest with you. There are some of them who just don't, like that gentleman who left his gun in the apartment and was trying to break down the door. I got no respect for him because he lied about the whole thing.
Yep. So, but going back to that story, Manuel, did the officers that went to the room, did they interview this lady and found out if that person was telling a lie or if she was the one that was wrong?
Nothing like that.
So they just buy for his story?
Bought his story, line and sinker.
Yeah. See that wrong. Suppose that lady, suppose she may know the gun there in there. And she don't say, man, if they come in and find this gun, I go in a jail. Suppose that lady may just take that gun and shoot herself.
Oh, that was possible. Because she was crying.
Yeah,
she was depressed.
And they may just beat her. Mm-hmm. And then the people, they go to look and knock down the door. Mm-hmm. And she know that she know they in no kind of wrong. Now you figure out, oh, they're going to kill me now. Mm-hmm. You know? I get rid of myself. Or I mean, who are they going to try, when they open the door, shoot somebody?
Mm-hmm. All that.
You understand? Some of them people need to know how to react, man. And that's what I mean. Carry a woman, police there, and then talk to this lady, go and find out to go on. But you know what, Pa? It was police and police.
If they couldn't do it, why is it that I could have done? I did it.
Because
why is it that
your approach was different from theirs?
My approach was different. My approach was different, very different.
So you show that she was locked up in the room because of her fear.
Fear of being beaten again by the man.
And she knows
it's her bedroom, for God's sake, and if she doesn't want you to come in, it's her apartment.
And she know the man was police, right?
Of course. I don't know if she knew. I would believe she knew.
Yeah.
But
gangs are making up. You see, like what the scholar mentioned about the picnic and the ride up steps up. You I said, no, mama, just bicycle and the ride, man. I don't do nothing wrong. But then it's
where are the parents? Where are the parents? How you want to tell me that the parents don't know that their young son or sons are riding up the streets with a machete in their hand? Yeah. If my father was alive and then tell Emmanuel the ride boat with bicycle with machete in their hand,
not care how old you.
Not care how old me or not care how old he.
He'll find you.
He'll find me and tear me.
I put a good one for you too. Yeah. It's
where are the parents?
Yeah. Sometime you could ask some parents to Emmanuel, what last you check your kids' school bag, their knapsack when they come from school or when they're going back to school. Hello, good morning, Sugar City Morning Show.
Yes, am I live?
Yes, you're live, sir. Good morning. Go ahead.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Talking about this gun problem in Charles Farm, I like the point that Emmanuel mentioned about the parents. I think that there should be some reaction from the police towards the parents. I mean, most of these kids going around in groups are underage. Most of them are not going to school. Mm-hmm. Most of them are going to school, and I mean, the police have to stop being so reactive, you know. We usually hear about them responding after the fact, after something has happened. I think police officers, when they're giving their patrols and they see these groups, they need And you see, this is the thing. They are being exposed to different kind of media where this is shown.
But that's the way it's done in West LA.
Yeah, no, we don't have to go so far. That's the way it's done in Guatemala and El Salvador and in Honduras. I mean, that's the reason for the massive exodus we have right now of children leaving those countries because they have to go into the gangs by force or they get killed.
Do or die.
Yeah, so I think the police has to do a serious soul searching and start dealing with the matter before it gets out of hand. They have to start doing that.
I agree.
If they wait for these gangs to develop, they won't be able to deal with it. As it is right now, we always hear police officers are out of resources, they can't do this, they can't respond. Imagine when this thing breaks out, what will happen then?
Yeah.
So, as a community member, and I've spoken to a lot of community members as well, I mean, we have to do something as well. I can't just leave the whole responsibility to the police. So with that in mind, I think we will soon be starting something here in Charles Farm so we can get everybody involved, parents, community members, business people, so that we can put an end to this. I am seeing the decline of the social fabric, and I think that it is time that we put an end before it actually begins.
I want to take time out to congratulate you, sir, and to wish you all the best. And if we can be of any assistance, please count on us.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much, Scholar. That was a good call, Emmanuel.
Yes, right on point. And I remember, and I'm going to be brave enough, and I say brave enough, meaning brave enough, to talk about a situation that happened perhaps about 2 years ago, right on San Lorenzo Road, where a kid was caught with a gun about 2 blocks away from here.
What?
And this comes from one of the very neighborhood people, one of the neighbors. And when the police was called, I think that the father of the child, because it was a young man, a young boy, spoke to the police officer, and the police officer, for some unknown reason, dropped the case and said, all right. And it happened for real. And the following days afterwards, the kid was back again at the corner, going on doing whatever he was doing, as if nothing had happened.
They probably hang out.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Why?
And if you were to walk around and talk to people here in Transfer, you'll find all kinds of stories. Yes, they're willing to talk about it. They may not be willing to be recorded, but they will talk about it.
Good morning, Sugar City Morning Show. Hello, good morning.
Yes, good morning. Like I mentioned, quite interesting show. The caller who called us a while ago speaking about his friend that was approached by the guy and saying that I think that is going too far now. I don't know what I think about that. That is going too far.
Yeah, it
does.
You know? I mean, then why watch too much TV or what?
No, actually that's been happening in Belize City for more than 10, 12, 15 years.
Yeah, well,
you can't walk down Corner Street the way you walk.
Or full, and eventually when we were fully started to spread out, I think we reached that stage now. Emmanuel mentioned earlier something, and he said, where are the parents? And I think that this effort to combat these problems here, and we can't let it get out of hand in our job, is everybody's participation. Remember, first thing, most of the killings I believe are in catch a young minor with a gun, you don't know the who. Because you can't call their name.
You can't show their face.
You can't show their face. In America, when they commit an adult crime. If you're a minor, you get charged like an adult, but there are good sense to know what you do. But I believe you can't call a name, you can't show their face because human rights and protection against child. How you protect one child and have a 9mm and look to shoot innocent people?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, if
I think these things need to be changed in this country. You know, the Winchester Williams talk about curfew. Everybody jump up. Human rights and this kind of rights and protection and this and that. And not stop it. So now the people still up on the street, they go on and the adult with the gun in the hand and the big knife and the machine and the bike in the hand.
Yeah, the other day police had to shoot one 12-year-old one when they were going in and knapsack and turn the gun back to the police. We try to shoot the police there.
You understand where I come from? So these things and the man mentioned about where the bears. Let me tell you something. I wasn't this age all of my life. I was once a boy too, and I used to tend to want to go down that road as a younger person. And I could recall getting in some serious trouble with some friends, and the judge spent 2 days in court, and he never know what to do with us. And the judge said, "Bring on the parents, yeah. I don't want to come back with an appearance 1 o'clock." And I'll tell you what happened, man. The judge said, "I'm bound over the peace for 2 years."
What?
Christ.
Anyone I want to come back here within 2 years because of the fact that they're under 18, and they tell you on appearance going straight to jail. They want to lock up your ma or your pa, and if you get trouble again, 2 other end of the jail and service time because then they're the one that need to keep you home. And then I don't need the money. Can you not hold enough? You know the baby is still under 18.
You struck a good note there, Carla. May permit me to interject. Do you know of anybody who has been bound over the peace recently?
Yeah, I kind of agree. But I'm saying...
He say if you know of anybody that has been bound over the peace lately, if you hear that they happen again.
No, that doesn't happen again. It worked for me and my friends because when, as a young person under the age of 18 and think you're bad and who put earring in their ears and sag your pants on their bottom, feel like you're a man, pluck up your hair. When you really sit down and think about why would me know why am I going to jail? Why am I going to jail for my behavior for?
Yeah.
Because if my am going to jail and my going to jail, eventually I will follow there all the way I live in jail. So you give you no choice but to straighten up act and behave yourself.
Yeah, true.
So all of these things, and you correct me, don't nobody on the peace nowadays children are so smart though. Listen to it. They look on you in your face and they tell you, I love my parents but I'm not sure they love them. And I think they use reverse psychology, you know, and they try to put social work on the top today. Sometimes the damn social worker they got more problems than the people in the house to deal with.
That's true.
So I think they have to really, like when man is where are the parents? Of course all the parents are responsible when they pick the money up. You got a 14-year-old, 12-year-old and they get you on the street, what you think? I could tell you then they have decided they want to marry and leave the jail, so let me patch up guys, let me patch up. Well, Orange Rock need to come together as a community breaks this problem because like what Chicky said, really boy we don't got nothing to do all day for it and still not finish doing. You have to find something for it because you know and make the country know that Orange Rock not stand up for that kind of craziness there. If you're 14, 12 in the hall and going to shoot somebody or you're gonna get charged like an adult and your hair, your name for the radio, everybody I know because you don't know the kids and who they get trouble and who dangerous. We live amongst predators and when they know they're like somebody snipe away from a half mile away with a 50 caliber rifle and we don't know when they pull the trigger because we don't know that one sniper is straight not to be seen, you only feel him blood the boom of your gun. That's how we live every day because we see the league while innocent and we don't know the league while they take one and shoot with nothing.
Yeah. You remember, Carla, what happened some years back about that little boy with that situation with myself and Richard Mark with that key and when he went to the police and tell the police was not a lie. He in your face and the police then believe the lead boy because they want lead boy and they want to lock way up.
Exactly.
You understand?
You want to take the credibility of a man like Robert Usher and question it against a 12-year-old who did lie. because of a minor, or for example, because of a minor go to court, go to station and she I might report that in a 2016 so have sexual relation with she and 2 years ago, you know, because of a minor, grab you, lock you, put you in jail, put up a bail scandal and name out there as a child predator. Only if you know that 2 years from now, you get cleared from the charges.
Yeah, but see,
too much privilege for the young people who are getting in the trouble, man.
Yeah.
I know this is the country and the law should protect young people, but the protection will fall under for all good and bad, and you have to be like that.
Yeah, but you see now, next case to Carla, it come when you go back to, you talk about the parents, but you go back to the police too, because check out like this case where Emmanuel may explain about this policeman where he left a gun in a room and he just beat up a woman and he gone there, and the police then gone there after the lady for attack she and not attack the person when get a report, but the policeman get a report.
You see?
You understand?
So another again too, we have to remember the police, they're only humans and so on, and we don't know what the hell they tell police after. Somebody said on the national TV, Bill Maher said the other day, he said it looked like the police department, they attract gang predators and people to be police. And like the church, they attack child predators to be fathers.
Yeah.
Who the screening people? Why we messed up, man, we messed up, but you know what, as a community, we need to come together as a community and make them leave why you know what, we're not tolerating stupidness here.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, guys.
Thanks to you, sir. Thank you very, very much. We must take a break. We've gone ahead of our time. It is 19 minutes before 9 o'clock. As soon as we come back, we will continue the discussion. But we must take a break.
Do you know that if you are an owner or operator providing accommodation for cash purposes to any local or foreign guest, regardless of its location in the country, you are required by law to register with the Registrar Hotels at the Belize Tourism Board? Did you know that? Section 27(1) of the Hotels and Tourist Accommodation Act, Chapter 285 of the Substantive Laws of Belize, Revised Edition 2011, makes it mandatory for you to register with the BTB. For further information, please contact the BTB by email, telephone, or fax.
Hi, my name is Michael Tears. I'm a Diginet customer. My internet experience is wonderful. My children go to school, they're in high school, and the demands of them having to surf to do homework, also doing their games. There's no buffering when you're watching movies on Netflix likewise too. And when 5 was actually on, I no longer have the problem of having to be waiting for that eternal circle to while buffering. So it's been excellent. For myself, now when I have to do proposals, I have to download large files. I also, on a daily basis, maybe just the music while I'm doing my work likewise too. Prior to sign up for Diginet, I had a 2 meg internet. I took on the 10 meg package, which is for $99. Also offers me free mobile data and talk. For an additional $25, I bundle my home phone onto my Diginet plan. Since switching over to BTL Diginet services, I've been able to head to my bed much more earlier. I no longer have to be wait up late at night, waiting till I can actually have the amount of bandwidth to do my work. I'm recommending everyone to sign up for Diginet services. And also, if you have a home phone, to add on the bundle, it will save you hugely.
Now available in Placencia and Belamas phases 1 to 4. Coming soon to Benque and Corozal.
There's no need to go across the border to enjoy sun, sand, and crystal blue waters. Belize's northern islands and reef are just a boat ride away. Go slow and immerse yourself into the Caribbean Sea or enjoy some fresh coconut water. Or pick up the pace on an island where locals can enjoy sandy beaches by day and feast on your fresh catch by night. Discover the Mesoamerican Barrier Reef and submerge yourself into another world where you can experience a traffic jam you will want to return. You can also make new friends along the way. Belize, where you can discover how to be a Belizean traveler.
Residents of Dangriga now have their very own brand new modernized multi-purpose complex, compliments of the government of Belize. This $3.5 million investment in the cultural capital will host sporting events, cultural events, and shows, and can double as a hurricane shelter. Features include seating for 1,000, a fully FIBA certified wooden court, locker rooms with full bathrooms, a stage and changing rooms backstage, concession stands, office space, and ample parking. The government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
Kenneth Richards, and I'm representing Cellular Plus, where we provide sales for cell phones and cell phone servicing, and also TV repairs. We use the net a lot to download softwares and different programs for the servicing of our devices. We need something more reliable and stable. Previous internet that we've been using had a lot of droppage. Sometimes it was non-existent for a couple hours. We are a service-minded company and we need to get our products out and servicing out as quick as possible. Now with the Diginet service, surfing the web looking for stuff for customers has improved our time and everything. Software downloads or software uploads, communicating with your customers and transferring large files, and improve our service on a wide spectrum of services that we provide. Anyone that's internet-based and service-driven, I would recommend Diginet to everyone in Belize.
Now available in Placencia and Belamas phases 1 to 4. Coming soon to Benque and Corozal.
Notice the residents of rural communities in Orange Walk and Corozal districts. If you value your health and your children's health, you will dispose of your garbage only at approved sites. The disposal of garbage at any other location is illegal, and if caught, you can be fined up to $5,000. If you don't get caught, you can still suffer health impacts caused by these illegal sites, because illegal dump sites harbor pests such as rodents, possums, and mosquitoes that carry diseases. These can transmit those diseases to you and your children. In addition, the garbage you throw away illegally can contaminate water bodies near your community, the same water bodies you might use for recreation or other purposes. Only with your help can the Department of Environment ensure that Belize's development is safe for present and future generations. You can also contact your local village councils or Belize Solid Waste Management Authority for more information. The Department of Environment thanks you for your help.
Welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show. It is exactly 13 minutes before 9, las 9 menos 13 minutos.
And we have some text messages.
Yes, and go ahead and read them, please.
Yeah, well, I'll get the schedule for the World Cup today as well. If you got it, Raheem, please. Make we know what happened, because Channel 10 pass it. Today is Wednesday, right? Today is, all right, June 20. We need to bring back the Cowcock. To whip their first time offenders over bench time. Over bench, yeah. And this one says, every village have key persons that can assist. The police needs to engage these persons and the wider community to solve these social problems. I don't hear the Trial Farm Village Council at all. They are blind to what's going on in the village. Yes or no?
And
that's crucial.
That's crucial. And I'll be honest with you. It's true. You don't hear anything about it, and I can understand that for as much as the chairman may want to do certain things, she is easily thwarted by all her plans are thwarted by the fact that she does not have the support of the remaining councillors.
Yeah. This one is our next issue that you're looking at right there, the one all the way to the bottom.
Buenos días, señores. Aquí andan en bypass los de tráfico haciendo carreras en las motos. Deben, en vez de estar cuidando el tráfico del pueblo. Andan en bypass?
There must have some kind of race or something, some kind of...
I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what's happening there.
Yeah,
No
but,
sé lo que está
but not
sucediendo.
sure when they come to this thing with the village council, you know, because we see Miss Rita, they try to really work, but he can't get it done by himself.
She
so.
can't get it done. She
Yeah.
doesn't have the support of the, remember that it was a 5-2, it's PUP, Town Council.
Yeah,
Here in
village
Trial
council.
Farm, village council here in Trial Farm. And those people who have been elected to be the Town Council members, those 5 are just reluctant to do anything along with Miss Rita.
But why?
Because they're playing politics. They just want to thwart every single thing that Miss Rita is doing.
Yeah.
And that's wrong because, and I want you, the people from Trial Farm, to notice these things. You could be getting a lot more out of your village council if you had voted for the right people, in the sense that you have a unified block of people working together. If you go vote for red, vote red. If you want to vote blue. Just as in this case, blue was not going to help you either because they're not in central government. Let's be real. Make we be real. You don't get nothing out of the blue if red is in central government. So it behooves you to vote red. But because of the advances of the PUP in Trial Farm, it got 5-2. Well, you have to take your lashing.
Yep. And talking about red and blue, we'd like to remind everyone that the United Democratic Party has out vacancies for a person to apply for the 31 seats in the 31 constituents in Belize. If you are willing enough and have the ability and you want to serve your community, if you want to work hard for your community and make your community a better place than it is today, then you are eligible to apply. But deadline is the 29th. At what time, Emmanuel?
At 5 o'clock. That is the deadline. Next week, Friday, 5 o'clock. Remember that if you have been thinking and pondering about the possibility of being of service to your people and country, where you feel that you can make a difference, where you feel that you have the ability to change things and make it better for your own people, then now is the time to make up your mind. But please make up your mind before 5 o'clock next week, Friday.
Yeah.
Because, and I'm asking people from Central, please, if you feel that you can do the job, come up. Are you telling me that Central no have nobody for run? We do have people who have already made, who have already declared themselves. Miss Yvette?
Yeah. Evan?
Evan Williams.
We have Mr. Jones,
Mr.
Dylan Jones,
Mr.
I'm not sure.
Dylan Jones. And I gather that Mr. Denny Grijalva has already submitted his application to continue being a representative, the standard bearer in the Orange Walk Central Division.
That doesn't mean because Denny don't send in his one, you still can't send in yours.
That's exactly our point. We would like to see it becoming more people involved.
Which is good, right?
Which is good. Especially from Central, which is good to show that the people of Central really are getting fed up of being the way they are.
Yeah, can't talk. Nobody want to talk
Central. Nothing is happening in Central. No streets are being repaired. No drains are being done in Central. Huh?
Watch for the San
in
Esteban.
that area of Central.
Look on the San Esteban Road, pa.
Man, look on the look on the San Esteban Road. Huh? And some people are constantly getting their little advance on the money, and with that they shut them out.
Yeah. Things good.
Straight up.
Things good.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Man. Thank you, Mr. Man. Oh, I didn't wait for this.
Hello, good morning, Sugar City Morning Show.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning, sir.
Amigos, quiero informar de que ya es tiempo que la división central de Orange Walk tenga un nuevo candidato. Hemos tenido una experiencia con David Grijalva, de que él ha corrido 2 veces y ha conseguido una derrota. Ha perdido contra Charles de Señor en 2 ocasiones. Así que no le debemos de permitir ni tan siquiera que vaya a una convención de David Grijalva. Así que me alegro de escuchar a las 2 personas interesadas, que es Mr. Dylan Jones y como también Mr. William, y como también quizás el señor León sigue la contienda. Es tiempo de poner personas responsables, porque después que ponen la tele y tienen muchas hombres al Esteban, absolutamente se ha asomado al Esteban, no ha venido a ver a la gente, solo el tiempo de elección viene. Así que es importante, bien esencial, si es que el UDP quiere ganar esta división, poner personas responsables, personas que tienen capacidad, personas que van a trabajar para la gente, personas que van a ver la necesidad del pueblo de Orange Walk Central.
So vamos a tener un candidato de San Esteban también, pues.
Pues yo creo que es tiempo, ¿no? Porque el división Orange Walk solo tiene una aldea que es San Esteban. El balance es el Orange Walk, la concentración. Así que es importante, como hay gente inteligente en el town, también hay gente inteligente en las aldeas.
That's right.
Hay que poner esto bien claro al votante, al electorado, de que hay que poner personas responsables. Yo tengo la experiencia, yo tengo la capacidad, las finanzas, ahí después a ver qué vamos a hacer con las finanzas.
So tú vas a poner tu nombre también.
Pues vamos a ver si lo acepta el pelón y me dice. Muchísimas gracias, les saludos, Juan de Óralo, Rey de la Selva.
Sí, con eso.
They have to accept your application.
Yes.
Right, so
aceptar tu aplicación, tú aviéntate, hijo.
Yeah, ese es el rey de la selva.
Ese es el rey de la selva. Vas a encontrar ahí a muchos otros animales más grandes que tú.
Yep, so El Rey de la Selva is interested. And then before we go up, we got a couple of messages, and then I have the World Cup schedule. I'll ask you to announce it. It says, morning, God bless all of you. I would just like to encourage my Belizean people to pray hard and give all the issues of this country and the people of this country to God, because only God can transform hearts. And we really do need hearts change in this country before God met our judgment on our little country. Innocent blood is crying out, and injustice is the norm. The poor is getting poor and rich are getting richer. Children and the elderly are suffering. Let us pray hard for our country. Thanks, and God bless. So, Emmanuel, we received that call there from Orange Walk Central. That person lives in Orange Walk Central, and his name is Mr. Hortensio Orlando Leon, better known as El Rey de la Selva, and he said he might put in his application. He's from San Esteban Village. People from San Esteban Village can put their name. So look at Dylan Jones, we look at Yvette Lou Torres, Evan Williams, we have Denny Grijalva, and El Rey de la Selva.
And I gather that more are coming up.
Yeah.
More are coming up. So I'm thrilled with all of this. Really, we want new blood in Central, man. Straight up, I tell you. Straight up, I tell you. And what is frustrating is that Central got a lot of people who work there who are capable of doing it. It cannot be that we will live our lives in oblivion and forget the rest of the people. Or just think that by complaining we do something. We have to be proactive, like what the caller said a while ago.
Yes.
We have to stop being reactive. We have to be proactive. And if we want to make that change, but then we have to be the change that we want to see.
Yeah. Emmanuel, before you go, I'd like you to give our viewers the schedule of the game. The first one was for 6 o'clock. That played already for this morning. Then go to the bottom one there, which is 9 o'clock for Wednesday.
Ladies and gentlemen, today, Wednesday, June 20th, at 9 a.m., you'll have Uruguay versus Saudi Arabia. Now, if you remember, this is going to be the second game that Saudi Arabia is playing. It played the first game against Russia and was defeated overwhelmingly by Russia 5-0. I saw that game, a rather disappointing game for Saudi Arabia. Then at 12 o'clock, you have two powerhouses, Iran versus Spain. That's going to be at 12 midday. Earlier this morning, Portugal versus Morocco were playing, and I don't know the outcome of that game. I know that Morocco can be a strong team. I also know that Portugal can be a strong team as well. I don't know who won that game. But at 9 o'clock, Uruguay versus Saudi Arabia. Uruguay contra Arabia Saudita, compañeros, a las 9 de la mañana. Y a las 12 mediodía, Irán contra España.
Aquí en Channel 10.
Aquí en Canal 10. Así que mucha gente que no había cortado su cable decidió conseguir cable de nuevo porque quieren ver el mundial. Pues sabes qué, tenías que hacerlo porque Canal 10 está mostrando los partidos. Bueno, compañeros, ya es las 9:01. Pues dándole gracias al equipo de producción, a Chequi y a todos los participantes, a todas las personas a que mandaron textos, mensajes. Desafortunadamente no logramos leer todos, pero leímos la gran mayoría. A las personas que nos llamaron, también muchas gracias. Recordándoles de que este show repite a las 9 de la noche, hoy a la noche, pero de todas formas estaremos con ustedes mañana a la misma hora. Compañeros, ha sido un gran gusto estar con ustedes. Mi nombre es Emmanuel.
And I'm Robert Cheque Usher, and if the good Lord so will, we will be back right here with you again tomorrow morning at 7 o'clock. Sopa, hasta mañana.
Until we meet again. Se cuidan, compañeros. Hasta luego. Nos vemos todos.
Sugar City Morning Show.
Everybody wants a clean and healthy family. That's why they purchase